bit of the actually, so a bit of the backstory about this. I held the Aria world record for like 1 or 2 weeks prior to what happened in the last 2 days. And what actually happened was I had a record of like 6,400, which you can see is not very far ahead of Will Arsony's former 2nd place finish, which was the 2nd place at that time. Yesterday I woke up and Rat tweeted at me that he had beaten my Aria world record, and I was like, okay, I'm not gonna let that guy get away with that, and I played some Aria off stream, and as you can see, I got a world record. Sadly, the replay hasn't saved, but I have it saved locally on my computer, so I want to show you guys, just so you guys can enjoy it. Also, as you might be able to imagine, there is also it was a Shrine of Rhythm run, and normally I can talk during Shrine of Rhythm runs because they're so hard on my brain, or on everyone's brain basically. And the good thing about this is I'm going to be able to post-commentate that thing and talk about stuff for you guys. So I think it was this one, so let's hop right into it and see what happens. I think this is the one. Yeah, this is definitely the one with the 3 bombs. So it was a pretty standard start for Aria, really. Like, since the Aria record is still relatively bad, you can start on 3 bombs pretty easily. Aria does not have a golden weapon either, so that's not a problem. And right off the bat I find that Minotaur, which is kind of funny, of course, because I will try to kite that guy around the world, because I want him to open my shop, if there is, like my hidden shop, if there is one on this map. So we're starting off pretty nicely with a Minotaur chase, which is funny enough, really. And it pretty much speaks for itself. So this guy's gonna follow me around, and yeah, we're gonna wait for it. I'm trying not to lose him here, but at the same time I'm trying to keep him like at a fair amount of distance from me, so I don't have to worry about him. I hit him here once just to get that out of the way, and I needed to make him run up there anyway, so it was just pretty convenient. So for those of you who are still new to the game and don't know who Aria is pretty much the hard mode character of this game. Aria only has the dagger, which is the standard 1-tile range weapon. Aria only has half a heart, so she dies in any hit. And Aria cannot miss a beat, because if you miss a beat on Aria, you die as well. So those are her traits. Not really promising, but as I said, this is supposed to be the hard mode character, so this character is supposed to be hard. These are the cracked walls I talked about, and I want that guy to open that for me. The glass shop is incredibly valuable on Aria. Of course, the glass shovel is just really cheap. 25 coins, which is really good. The glass armor is one of the few items that can keep Aria from dying. And the glass sword is just amazing in general because it gives you so much vision and shows you every enemy on the screen. Here I realized that I haven't even actually checked out my shop. So I go there real quick and I find a backpack, which is pretty convenient. And this is pretty much our first floor. 31 gold is pretty uneventful, really. I mean, we're the first floor Shrine of Glass. That's a pretty standard score. And I always get the torch and the armor will on that. It's like the torch and the armor just save you the money in the long run, because you can't transmog the torch. Here I'm debating whether I should go in there, because I see the winged boots, but I also saw the heart transplant. And I'm deciding, and I bomb it, and then I suddenly realized that there was Shrine of Darkness down there, and I can just steal it. And I decided to steal the winged boots. Sadly, I forgot here that the Shrine of Darkness actually gets rid of your glass torch, which is kind of ridiculous, but you'll see I'm going to be really lucky in a moment there. So that was not that big of a problem. I'm not really lucky, but at least I get another torch. So there's a standard torch, which has a vision of like, I think 3 tiles or so, which is fine. It's fine, but yeah. The Shrine of Darkness gives me the Ring of Darkness, which allows me to steal from shops. Gets me full mapping, map and compass, and also 3 bombs. The 3 bombs are of course the important part about the scoring, because you can bomb shop walls, which drop 10 gold each. I decided to not kill the shopkeeper on this floor. I want to see another one, especially since I have that Ring of Darkness that I want to get rid of. So I decide I want to see the next shop, maybe to find another ring in it. And I'm really not that pressured. Like, if you take good routes, which you can of course with the like if you take optimal routes, which you of course can do very well with the mapping,
You can actually save a lot of turns, of course. And just save the money. I lost my train of thought there, whatever. I killed a big enemy there, and it dropped me 25 gold base, so 75 gold in general, because that's all they can drop. I mean, they don't drop anything else. Big enemies obviously cannot drop purple scrolls, they can only drop 25 gold base, so that was a pretty nice boost to my score too. And yeah, we go on here. I have a big bat, which is really not that big of a deal. The bat is actually really nice, like I was really thankful for that bat. As you can see, like the guy is really gonna cooperate really well here. At least, like he doesn't make it too hard on me. Yeah, we started on a Shrine of Darkness, which out of the 4 shrines for scoring, that's pretty much the worst. I look at this map, I think about aggroing a guy over here, but no. And as you see, not taking the Crown of Greed immediately actually paid off. I use my bomb spell and my white scroll here, like my free spell, to kill the shopkeeper with 1 bomb, which is pretty optimal. I decided not to even look for a dragon because it saves time, and with Aria you really don't have that much time because you're on a very tight time limit. I forgot to pick up the Crown of Greed here real quick, and after picking up 2 pieces of gold, it seems to work out still. So that's not that bad. That's not that bad. I lost like 20 gold there. And at least I didn't like randomly pick up all the gold for getting Crown of Greed. So that's kind of nice. So we're still in darkness, and of course my top priority here is to fucking get rid of that Ring of Darkness, Ring of Shadows, because it's really hard on your brain to have that thing with you, of course. And yeah, I mean, you'll see what happens. So as I said, we have, like, out of the 4 shrines and 1 for scoring, we started on the worst one, which means we are going to need a lot of help for getting this world record, because of course, as I know at that point, Rad had a Shrine of Rhythm run actually on his Aria, and Shrine of Rhythm is the best shrine for scoring, so we have some work to do here. But I have a lot of bombs. I've already found a lot of bombs in Zone 1, and generally the place where you find the bombs is Zone 2. So, I still have a lot of potential here. Like with the Shrine of War or Shrine of Spades in Zone 2, I'm still in a pretty good shape. So, yeah, this is not the point of the point in time where I reset runs. I decided to not chase that Minotaur. I was like I was really close to doing it, but then decided against it for obvious reasons, because the Minotaur is always going to come back anyway. And yeah, that was Zone 1 basically. And as you can see, I'm not even gonna have 1,000 gold going into the boss fight, which is actually like a pretty bad score after Zone 1. Like, even after the 300 gold that the guy's gonna drop me, I'm generally used to having 1.5k after Zone 1, and I'm gonna be barely over 1,200 here. I get Konga. I'm thinking about quick killing, but I really suck at the bomb quick kill on Konga, to be honest, and I just decide to kill him the usual strat, which is pretty safe. So yeah, I'm saving a bomb here. I mean, the bomb spell is nothing you really absolutely have to save, but having it up in like Zone 2-1 is still not a bad thing, because you might always spawn right next to the shop, and that's where you wanna have your bomb spell up, of course. I'm thinking of going for the Karate Gi, but in the last moment I chicken out and actually open the purple chest in hopes of finding another ring. Sadly, I didn't find another ring, but yeah, so level 2-1 is really where shit is gonna start going, and you're gonna see in a moment why. You will see why in a moment. Like, there's a lot of things happening in this floor, and I wish I had like a lot more time, and you're gonna see why in a moment. It's like, dude, I missed so much. I gained so much on this floor, and I still miss so much, and you're gonna see why in a moment. So I'm gonna take a look at my map. I go to all the dead ends first, of course, because that's what I want to do generally, to avoid turns, to avoid backtracking. Well, that wizard psychs me out there for a second, but it's fine. I found a big enemy, and guess what? It drops a fucking purple scroll. Like, that never happens. And this is the point where I knew this was the run. I mean, me getting a purple scroll from a big enemy, like, holy balls. I'll get a lot of bombs here. I already found one. I think I'm gonna find one here. No, I found the money actually, but that's pretty good too. And I have a lot of enemies coming here towards me. And what I find then gives me like a small orgasm, because this is a Shrine of Rhythm. And this is the best shrine for scoring there is, of course. As you know, as most of you know. And yeah, this is where shit is gonna pick up. And at this point I know I'm on world record pace, maybe. Oh yeah, that's where I pick up another 3 bombs. Nice, of course. Find an Infernal. No, I find a Torch of Foresight. I decide to take that with me because it has the same range as the normal Torch. It also shows me some trapdoors, which is not that important, but it's gonna give me a better view over my map, so it's not bad. And here I'm nearly out of time. I'm at my shop, I haven't even checked it, and then I find a fucking like hidden shop here, which is really stupid because with that purple scroll and the glass shovel, I could have shoveled a lot here. I decided to transmog the ring, get a Ring of Might, which is really amazing. I bombed this, and then I randomly decided to transmog my my thing as well, my glass armor, because I know I'm gonna get a Gi on Aria, because those are the only 2 pieces of armor to get with Aria. But yeah, I have no time for shovelerinos. I don't even have time to check the fucking shop. So I lost a lot of money here, of course, for not being able to shovel all of this. But it's fine. I have a Shrine of Rhythm now. And I have a 4 times multiplier instead of a 3 times multiplier. And of course, this is where this run is going to pick up majorly. Because as you can see, we gained about 100 gold on that last floor. Which is really not that much considering how much we could have gotten. But I mean, there's a lot of implied gold with that scroll as well as the bombs, so I guess it's not that bad. So we have a mushroom wizard trap here that I actually managed to avoid, which I normally never do. We have a food shop here as well as a regular shop, so I definitely want to bomb the shit out of those. I find a ring of shielding here as well, which was kind of funny for me at that time because I had never seen that before and I actually had no idea what it did. But of course I knew I would want to keep the magic, the Ring of Might anyway, so it's not that big of a deal. So yeah, I decided to bomb the 4 shop corners here, which is really the best way of getting money. I found a spot mushroom, which is of course really convenient because it's gonna save me a bomb as well. So yeah, that was pretty nice. I get those walls, and then I randomly decide for whatever reason to just use my purple scroll on the shop walls and shovel all of those. I don't know why I did that, and I'm really questioning that play now because of course the arena was still a thing. But yeah, I go in there and shovel all of this. I don't know what I was thinking, but I'm gonna do it. And as you can imagine, I'm gonna be really tight for time again on this floor with how much time I spent gaining gold from the shop walls. So yeah, this is gonna be iffy. This was gonna be iffy, and I knew what situation I was getting myself into too, and I don't know why I would do that now, like in retrospect, but I did it and it happened and it worked out. Okay, yeah, there's a bunch of mushrooms, not a lot to say about that. I'm just trying to not get hit there, of course, because I'm gonna get wrecked. Careful with that mage, because mage mushroom is like the biggest troll ever. I see that mimic wall up there. I remember seeing it during the run too, but I randomly decided not to go for it because I was so tight on time. And like as you can hear, the song is already beginning like to end. Hey rat, we're just watching the world record. I'm just putting the thing on stream for people to watch. So yeah, I'm really tight for time here, and I'm just deciding to go now because the song is almost over, and I'm kill these guys and move on. So I missed a bunch of money here too because I missed out on some enemies. But yeah, Shopkeeper Ghost comes towards us, and I'm always really scared of the Shopkeeper Ghost. Not because he's so tough to handle, but because he's so easy to handle, and like I would eat my desk, I would bite into my desk if I would lose a world record run to the fucking Shopkeeper Ghost. So I'm always happy when I get that guy behind me. I hear a dragon coming, which would I presume is a dragon. Here I see it's a nightmare. But I'm gonna get rid of the guy, and a lot of guys up there suicide on that spike trap, which is kind of unfortunate. And yeah, we just move on. Once again, the map allows me to take a pretty optimal route here through the floor. I see that mole, and I chicken out a little bit because I don't want to just destroy my gold until I realize, okay, there's a swamp, you can't go through that. This skeleton is gonna psych me out a little bit here, because skeletons apparently behave very weirdly in swamps. And I didn't know he turned around basically on the turn that he can't move on. But yeah, I got another 4 shop walls here. Does Aria die when the song ends? Yes. because Aria always dies when she loses her multiplier. And when the song ends, you lose your multiplier. So yeah. Yeah, clearing out these shot walls. And as you can see, I still have that bomb spell and 5 bombs up in zone 2-3, which is just insane. Like, I'm always happy when I go into zone 3 with like 2 bombs, and those are 5 bombs. I mean, it's just ridiculous. Okay, Bat is kind of trolling me here, but I still managed to get the bastard. She probably lost me money though. And there's more bats and a troll mole. These moles are like... I hate those guys so much. That psychs me out here a little bit. And you're gonna see in Zone 3, like, I'm gonna save strat a lot of stuff in Zone 3. I'm accidentally picking lead boots here. I was fully expecting to get a patch of gold here. That's why I picked it. That's why I immediately jumped on it. Yeah, I chickened out there. Like, I lost 1 gold there as well, or like 2. I don't know, 1 or 2. Which was kind of sad, but, yeah. I mean, I'm gonna have a lot of those on Zone 3, as you can see, because I'm just so anxious. I know I'm on world record pace here, and I just want to bring this shit home. But yeah, getting Armadillo. This is a pretty easy layout. The song is nearing its end again, but I know I have the time to do all of this, so that's nice. That's still nice. I pick up this guy. 3 damage is nice because I can one-shot all of these mushrooms, and we finish right as the song ends. And do Deep Blues. And I mean, this is the boss I want to see in Zone 3, because once you're at 2 damage with Aria, Deep Blues is always the same. So it's kind of sad that I find him here. I mean, at least I can do the quick kill with the bomb spell. With the dagger, because I have 3 points of damage. Can you explain how moles are in gold? Yes, of course. Basically, if a mole runs over, like while he's underground, if he runs over anything, he destroys it. So moles can destroy patches of gold as well as trapdoors and like bouncy paths and stuff like that. So you really don't want the mole to run over your gold, because it's just going to destroy the patch of gold. And like for a boss, that can be as much as like 80 gold that he just destroys due to being a random fucker. So yeah, the Shrine of Darkness is actually going to do a very nice job for me here, because since the Shrine of Darkness removes all the torches on the walls, there's a very there's really a super minor chance for you to get swarmed on Zone 3. Basically, the worst part on Aria for me is the constant fear of getting swarmed at the beginning of Zone 1. I mean, granted, here I have a shield spell, which is pretty good, but I really don't want to get swarmed here. I just want to get a safe layouts and get this thing home. So yeah, I'm pretty happy about this Shrine of Darkness now, because it gives me really nice swarm protection due to enemies' lower vision. And you're gonna see I'm really not gonna have any trouble with some random enemies trying to ruin my parade here. There is a lot to learn in this game, and if you want to know something, if anyone wants to know something, feel free to ask in chat. That's what chat is for. Yeah, I get like a mini swarm here, but really, once you survive the initial onslaught in Zone 3, it's really not that bad anymore. Okay, this guy psychs me out a little bit here, but I managed to get rid of him. I'm gonna bomb some shot walls here too, because I still have the time, I think. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go in there and bomb some shot walls. I mean, I have the bomb spell, you gotta use it. If you have the bomb spell, you have to use it. I decided to put the bomb spell in this corner, and this is kind of funny because I didn't know how that guy would react when I bombed him, but I was kind of forced to do so. And I had to improvise there, but I mean, it all went well, and it wasn't that hard to do anyway. Because as long as you keep moving, the guy can't catch you. Streamer, is this live? No, this is post-commentary, because I did this offline yesterday, off-stream, and I just want to post-commentate it. Just so it's on Twitch as a replay, and so I can upload it to YouTube. So yeah, Zone 3-2, and as you see, no random swarms. At this point, I know the worst part is behind me, because I got through 3-1, which is generally just a really massive mindfuck on Shrine of Rhythm, because it skips the first speed instead of the 8th that it usually does. I have the arena here, and I'm a bit tired of worrying, a bit worried of dying here, but the Shrine of Darkness is once again do a beautiful job in not making these enemies notice me too early. So this was actually very easy, and I can spend my last 2 bombs here blowing up the shrine at the shop. I get the obsidian torch too, which makes me feel a lot safer because I can see a lot farther. So that's good too.
And at this point I know this is my run to throw. There's nothing that can go wrong besides a 3-3 swarm. But I know this is insane pace, and definitely not insane pace, because there's still some work to do. This was a Zone 2 Shrine of Rhythm, remember? So, but I know this is good. I chicken out when the Nightmare comes towards me there too, and when that guy comes towards me there. Like as I said, I just lost a lot of beats in these later levels, just because I was so afraid of dying. I was like, no, I'm not gonna throw this, dude. I've thrown so many Aria world records, so many potential Aria 8000 runs, that I really do not want to do this here. But yeah, I'm clearing up the area. Even like I'm even taking an unoptimal path around that that spirit, like that elemental. Even though I just saw him smash the wall and I knew when he moved, but I was just playing it safe here, as I said. These goblins are kind of making my life a bit harder. But at least they line up nicely, and I can just like smack them all. Last minute, I also think I noticed that wall gold up there. Yeah, I do. And I'm gonna take that Great Goblin. I'm gonna leave the slime behind down there, because they actually only dropped 12 gold, and it probably would actually cost me gold to go down there and smack him because of Crown of Greed. So we're on to -3, and I see no swarm, and I'm like the happiest man alive, because I know at this point that it's a one run, and that I just have to bring this baby home. And you might think it's over here, but first of all, these guys are kind of scaring me to death. And also, there's gonna be a really interesting decision I'm gonna have to make in a moment here. And this is where I really chicken out. Just wait until you see what I'm gonna do here. It's like, I'm still bitter about doing this, but on the other hand, I was just playing it safe here, and I hope you'll understand what I did there. I feel if you're I actually usually buy the glass armor just to make sure I can transmog it to a karate gi when I find the transmogrifier. It's not really a safety measure, it's just being able to get a karate gi, which in turn is gonna save me so many turns. In turn is gonna save me so many turns. Okay, that's stupid. Okay, so I turn around this corner, I clear up some enemies, and when I go down there, I'm gonna actually see something that really makes me question my life and what I should do. Because I come down here and I find a fucking Shrine of Darkness. So of course, Shrine of Darkness would give me 3 bombs, which would be about, like, a little less than 300 gold. But I have to debate here. Shrine of Darkness would get rid of my torch, it would get rid of my vision, and it would get rid of my Ring of Might, so 1 point of damage. So I'm really thinking hard here whether I should take this shrine, because the last boss is Death Metal, and getting the guaranteed 3-hit KO as opposed to the 5-hit on Death Metal can potentially save my life. And I actually opt to not take the shrine and sacrifice the 300 gold for the save world record. So I get Death Metal. I gotta remember too, that it skips the first beat on this song as opposed to the 8th one, which at this point is really like muscle memory. But yeah, I opt for the 3-hit kill on Death Metal, and I'm pretty happy I did, because he would have spawned a skeleton there. So I take my gold. I almost forget to take my gold actually, but I take it. I'm hoping for a yellow scroll there, don't get it, and I end at 8,190. Did they nerf the hell out of Zone 3? No, as I was explaining earlier, Shrine of Darkness removes wall torches and as such reduces enemy vision. And due to the decreased vision of the enemies, the Shrine of Darkness kind of acts like a swarm protection in Zone 3 as well. So yeah, that was my world record run. I hope you did enjoy. I'm gonna end the stream on that note. So thank you everyone for watching. And I'm gonna highlight this, of course. I'm gonna put it over to YouTube, so if you want to rewatch it there or here, feel free to do so. Once again, thank you everyone for watching. Feel free to hit that follow button below the video. It means a lot, it helps a lot. Every single follow matters. And your follow might make all the difference in the world. For those over at YouTube, click the link to my Twitch channel. I would really enjoy if you paid me a visit there. Thank you so much for watching, everyone, and I'll see you tomorrow for more Rebirth and maybe Necrodancer or Orgon Star factions. So see you guys.